Hello, I'm Eric Reese, and we're here to do Tai Chi. The full name is Tai Chi Chuan, so you're here to also learn some Chinese. And let's go ahead and begin by making a fist with the right hand. So I'm going to do it the same way. Cover the knuckles with the left, and this is a salute. It means we come here in peace. We don't wish to fight with each other. So a lot of people think of martial arts as all about violence or fighting. Actually, only about 10% of martial arts practice and study is about that. 90% is about other things, like living a healthy life, a happy life, regulating stress, being spiritual, meditative, and living in harmony with one's surroundings, people, and environment. Also, with ourselves. So let's go ahead and also mention that we want to work at only 70% of what we perceive as our capacity. That way we will ensure we don't overdo it or strain ourselves. This is a healing art, and the first step to healing is let's stop hurting ourselves. So let's work very differently than we do in typical Western exercise, where if a little is good, more is better. So in Tai Chi we say no pain, no pain. So let's be mindful of that, because I am not assuming responsibility for your safety, and neither is the Senior Resources of Guilford. So the responsibility is yours. That means not everybody should do every exercise. Use your best judgment. Okay, now we're ready to begin. Let's take a few deep breaths. I'm going to put one palm over the other, a little bit below the navel. I'm going to adjust my posture so I relax the leg muscles and let the weight sink to the bottoms of the feet. I'm also adjusting the position of my tailbone by letting this happen without forcing it. So what I'm doing is flattening the lower back, or the way I like to think of it is remove stress and tension from this area where we usually have muscles like two fists holding our lower spine in a distorted position. Well, when I mindfully relax this area, my pelvis starts to tilt, my lower back flattens, and we call this tucking the tailbone in Tai Chi. So I want to imagine the tip of my tailbone tucking underneath the body. And make sure, again, you don't use force to achieve that, or you'll give yourself a new problem, like another backache. So we want to let things happen gradually over time. And now we're working on our breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, and we're going to inhale and imagine the belly filling like a ball or a balloon. And exhale, and it deflates. So notice if you can see and feel your hands moving. This may be something that needs to be practiced first. And you might want to count about how many beats you're inhaling and exhaling. See if you make them the same length. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without forcing it. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. So you want to practice that maybe a minute or two a day until it starts to become natural, so that you can turn it on and off like a light switch. So anytime you practice Tai Chi and Qigong and even meditation, you want to move the abdomen with the breath so that we're doing abdominal breathing, also known as diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, so you'll practice your breathing. Now, anytime during the day that you're feeling stressed out, then you can just practice the breathing for a few seconds, half a minute, and you'll see that it lowers your blood pressure, calms your mind, and you feel better almost right away. So it's a really good self-healing technique. So let's start by loosening shoulders. So we're keeping the tailbone tucked. We're working on diaphragmatic breathing. And again, we're reminding ourselves just 70%, not 100% where we're straining, where we're hearing a lot of cracking and crunching. And let's reverse direction. Loosening shoulders, good. Okay, let's go ahead and loosen the elbows. We're going to make two fists. Put them as high up as you can on your back. Now we're going to inhale and pull the elbows back. Exhale and let it relax. Inhale. Exhale. In. X. In. X. And relax. Let's do an exercise for the hands. This is an anti-arthritis exercise for healing and preventing arthritis. During all of these so far, my feet have been shoulder width apart. Hands are touching the whole time. Curl the hands into fists and punch downward. Open, stretch each finger and stretch forward. Curl from pinky to thumb, punch. Open from thumbs to pinky. Presenting a gift. So when you practice, you're presenting a gift of health to yourself. Notice I'm using the legs. Whole body exercise. If you're using it to heal arthritis, then do more repetitions. How many should we do? Use your intuition. Develop your personal intuition as a healer for yourself. Then you can also learn to help others. How many should we do? Just enough. You decide. Okay, now practice it every day. So don't expect something for nothing. If you're working to heal an ailment, we need to do it every day, and then we'll know when it works. Okay, the next one, we're going to turn the right foot out. So I'm going to mirror you now. Bend that knee and step forward with the left. The prayer wheel exercise. This is a very, very powerful exercise. It's a good one to learn how to meditate while we're moving. Palms are facing. Fingers are forward toward an imaginary opponent who's right in front of us. Can you feel your belly moving? One challenge of working this way, where I can't see you, you can see me, but I can't see you. It's not really fair, is it? I just have to learn to live with that. But I'm working to make some kind of bridge or connection with you. So I want you to see if you can feel some chi, some energy. Usually in class, when I start to feel it, or my hands start to tingle, I'm pretty sure that other people in the room are feeling the same thing. So right now, my hands are tingling with chi. I'm pretty sure that some of you are feeling the same thing. And let's change sides. Keep the focus on the breath. In doing that, we condition our mind to pay attention to just one thing. In meditation, we say, let's think of nothing. Well, that's almost impossible. How do we learn to think of nothing? Well, start by thinking of one thing. That's pretty close to nothing. So think of the breath as the one thing. Feel it entering the body through the nose. Imagine it going all the way down to the dantian, below the navel. Exhale from that area and back out the nose. And relax, shake it out. Now let your arms hang down. Maybe you can feel the blood moving into your hands. So when we practice Tai Chi, it's very much about the feelings that we're getting from our practice, during and afterwards. How do you feel right now? Do your hands feel warmer? Are they filling with blood or changing color? You can see them getting darker. That's blood. Maybe they're also getting a little blotchy looking. There's light and dark coloring in the hands. The lighter part is the chi. So you can get a visual representation of your practice. Every now and again you want to check, feel how you're doing, and you can also see how you're doing. Let's go ahead and do a few others. We're working on boosting the immune system. We should do that every day. We don't want to just suddenly start when we're faced with a big disaster. So let's boost our immune system every day. And this one is called Two Hands Reach for the Heavens, or Reach for the Sky. We're going to bring the hands up and push up, reach out to the walls, raise the heels, and slowly down. If it hurts to lift the heels, just leave that part out for now. Up, out, lift, down. Up, out, lift, and down. Now, once you get the idea of the movement, return the attention to the breathing. Is your belly moving as you breathe? We should be able to feel it if it is, or if it's not. Is it moving? Remember, just stretching 70%, not all the way. Fingers facing each other, push up. Reach out. Imagine touching the walls with the fingertips. Raise the heels slowly down. Up, out, lift, down. And take a little rest. Now check the hands again. Do they feel different or the same? Let's step over with the left foot. Let's do an exercise for the heart and the lungs. Pulling taffy, make a bird's beak. All four fingers touch the tip of the thumb. And we open. Fingers up, close. Fingers down, open. And close. Think about the tailbone position. We don't want to be practicing like this. Okay, so body straight. You may not be able to go very low in the beginning. Later you can go lower. Keep the back straight. and relax it. Let's keep the feet wide apart and do our knee rotations. So the hands are above the knees and 9 gentle circles. Looking forward to better knees. This one we must do every day. Reverse direction, 9 more. Soft circles. Go as small as you need to. Completely avoid pain. If it still hurts, just hold still and circle the chi using your imagination. Later, you'll be able to circle without pain. Okay, good. We'll keep the feet wide apart. Let's do polishing the emperor's mirror, holding imaginary rags against a glass. Polishing the mirror. Remember, just work at 70% or less if you're healing injuries in the legs or the lower back. Hold the position. And come up. Hold the position. Now you don't know what's going to happen next. And come up. And keep going. And relax. Okay, good. Shake it out. Let's go ahead and practice Tai Chi form. So we've been a little bit ambitious in the last couple of sessions. Remember, it doesn't matter. You don't have to watch them in order. Just follow as best you can. There will not be a test in the morning. Okay, so what we're going to do today is review one of the postures we haven't done yet on this series. Very important Tai Chi posture called brush knee. Why is it called brush knee? Sometimes the names translate to a literal depiction of the movement. Other times they're kind of abstract names. They might have different meanings. So this one, literally, I have one leg forward and my hand brushes past the knee. Brush knee. My hand brushes past the knee. Is this a brush knee? No, because there's no knee there. So it's easy to remember. I have to move my hand past the knee, the forward leg, for it to be a brush knee. So let's put that left foot forward. And now we're going to add the other arm. So I'm brushing my left hand past the left knee. Remember, I'm mirroring you. And then I'm going to push with my right arm. I'm going to come back again. And this is like I'm listening for something. Brush knee. So I'm blocking an attack out of the way and then attacking with this hand. It could be a push or a strike. Brush knee. The basic idea of the posture. Brush knee. Let's change to the other side. Brushing past your right knee. Other hand up near the head, like I'm listening for something. So I'm going forward, blocking a punch. Could be to my head, to my chest, could be to the leg, it could be a kick. One arm blocks everything. Brush knee, push. Block, push. brush knee, brush knee, brush knee. For the leg movement, I'm using my basic Tai Chi stances again. Back stance, bow stance, back stance, bow stance. Just like we did a moment ago in the prayer wheel exercise. These are the two most important stances in Tai Chi. When I'm forward, it's called the bow stance. And back, back stance. All right, now let's take a look at two other postures. Left hand in front, playing the violin. Like I have a bow and I'm playing the violin. So it looks like it. Playing the violin. On the other side, playing the harp with the right hand in front, playing the harp. So, let's see if we can orient so that it makes sense to you watching me from the front. This side, for you, is playing the violin. And this side is playing the harp. So there's a lot of ways to practice. We could just do it like this. Like I'm dealing with a person to my left and a person to the right. If we made fists, it would look like basic boxing, fisticuffs. So you can see the martial arts, though we're keeping our hands open because it gives us more flexibility in techniques. So a fist, mostly we're going to punch with it, but an open hand we could grab, we could choke, we could squeeze or block or do a joint lock. It's more versatile. So mostly in Chinese martial arts, the hands are open. Okay, we have a few fists. Now, let's go ahead and practice Tai Chi form, and I'll see if I can keep my left and my right side straight as I walk you through it. All right, commencement. Gently stretch, relax. Grasp bird's tail to the right. Your right hand is up. You're turning to your right by turning your right foot. Grasp bird's tail to the left. Stepping with the left foot, lifting the left arm to block. At the end of each posture, relax. Settle into the posture. Feel your weight arrive at the soles of the feet. Take a moment to feel the entire body from head to toe. Ward off. Roll back. Imagine grabbing and pulling. Touch. Press. Now here's where that tailbone training comes in. I don't want to do this and poke my butt out, right? Let's imagine we're moving this way and actually do it. So keeping the tailbone tucked underneath. Two-hand push, back stance, bow stance. Turn. Make a bird's beak with your right hand and use it to punch. Get ready to push, push. Single whip. Very important posture in Tai Chi. We're going to rotate that foot a little bit so that we always end up with the feet at a 45-degree angle, never 90 degrees. 45-degree. Sink. Playing the harp. Your right hand is forward. Your right foot is forward. Pull. White stork cools its wings. Now follow, brush knee to the left hand brushing past the left knee. Balance. Balance. And playing the violin. Another brush knee to the left. Brush knee. Push. Putting an ending on it. Cross hands. Close. How do you feel? Don't all talk at once. Maybe you feel a little warm. What's changed since we started? It's been about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. What's changed? What about your mind? Do you feel more calm, less anxious, or the same, or worse? What about your body temperature, skin temperature, heart rate? We should be able to feel our body without instruments. What about your blood pressure? Is it higher, lower, or the same? Respiration. Now I'm going to do it one time with my back to you. Follow, so the orientation is correct. I'll go a little bit faster. Gently stretch. Grasp bird's tail to the right. Grasp bird's tail to the left. Ward off. Roll back. Pulling. Press forward. Push. Single whip. Turn. Punch. Push. Playing the harp. White stork. Brush knee. Block and push. Playing the violin. Brush knee. Cross hands. Close. Good job. You got all that, right? If not, you're going to have to come back next week. And I hope you will. Let's go ahead and do a few other things before we're going to close. Let's do our ankle rotations. Now we're pretty well warmed up. You might want to hold on to a chair. Turn one foot out at an angle and rotate the foot at the ankle. You could keep the toe on the floor. You could do it seated in the chair. And we're going to rotate 5 times. Soft. Reverse it. And shake it out. Other side. Make sure you turn that foot out at an angle. 5 circles. And then reverse. Okay. A word about balance. check your shoulders when you're doing balance exercise. If they're up, you're sending your energy up and it's going to make you top heavy and you'll topple right over. So you want to keep the shoulders down and relaxed so that you're rooting into the foot. You've got your body weight over that foot. So you keep your body relaxed to have better balance. What happens when you're afraid of falling? You tend to fall more often. So let's give up our fears, let's practice and improve our balance, and then we'll have less chance for catastrophe in our own lives. Also, mental. We talk about mental balance, right? Or you would say if somebody wasn't too good at it, you might call them unbalanced, mentally unbalanced or unsound. So it's very important to develop mental balance. Mental balance will lead to physical balance. It will improve it. And that's why meditation is an integral part of all of our practice. So we're going to go ahead and close up. I appreciate you being here. We make a fist with the right hand, cover the knuckles with the left, and we clap 3 times to close it. Good job. See you next week.